What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Look. Doing over there, Fazzy?
Laws just want to make sure you guys get a double taste of that theme song there.
Double whammy.
You're over there. You're
so
doing something
amazing.
off camera. What were you doing?
Huh?
What were you doing off? She had to run the intro twice because you were over there lollygagging.
What are you talking about, dude? I was closing out my OnlyFans, dude, so y'all wouldn't see all my money that I'm getting, dude.
All those feet pics.
Exactly. It's just me with a razor blade shaving my legs.
It's really not. It's it's all those people with that fetish, with the nub fetish.
That's exactly what it is. Put some mayonnaise on it. I'm like, you know it. A little salsita. Hey, did y'all know that McDonald's is doing their little Crocs? Their Happy Meals?
What is it?
Little mini Crocs. You don't see that?
I can smell it from here.
And
whenever I see people
like
in Crocs, I just think that they stink. Like they've got to smell so bad.
Like the people stink or the Crocs stink?
The Croc, because you see them like they're all faded. You know, like the heels all brown and worn in. You know those things can't smell. What the hell's that?
So they just got done doing the Hello Kitty with the Yu-Gi-Oh! And if it's Yu-Gi-Oh, you know I'm being there. I didn't get my Dark Magician though. I got like a couple of Albus Tormentor, Cypher the Dragon, you know, and then little Time Wizard. But I didn't get my Dark Magician. But hey, you know, we win some, we lose some. That's the main thing. Get moist. Oh my god, dude.
What are you doing?
I was watching a Rick Roll concert. Rick Allen. Was it Rick Allen? Rick
Astley.
Yeah. I was watching his thing and he's like,
how are you gonna confuse your Ricks, bro?
Who is Rick Allen?
I have no idea.
Can we Google Rick Allen?
Can we get a picture of Rick Allen on the screen?
Can we get Rick Allen? I need to know who that is.
Rick Sanchez.
Dude, I hate not being able to remember names, dude. It's horrible. Like you ever just talk to somebody and you're just like, they're like, yeah, you know, you remember me, you know, and they're just going on about this time, and you're just like, yeah,
no,
I remember.
Oh, I've never gone into the conversation with somebody like that, but I have had people, you know, like I work in a kitchen, right, and it's a popular pub, and I'll have people come in, hey, how you doing, man? And
is that how people sound like, where you live at, dude?
Yeah, and I'm just like, hey, how you doing, brother? I got to get back in the kitchen. I'll talk to you in a bit, and I never go back to talk. So, look at that, Rick Allen.
Is that Georgia? Maybe that's why he sounds familiar.
U.S. representative.
Yeah, Georgia, 12th district.
Here, Rick Allen.
Okay, who's that?
The drummer from Def Leppard only got one.
Yeah, one arm. We were just talking about him.
That's who I was talking about.
That's where you got it. That's where
I got.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about earlier.
Dude, it's crazy though.
That's the only Rick Allens I got before we get personal. So
yeah, that's okay. We don't want to.
We ain't trying to get nobody no hype up in here. Dude.
I'll tell you what is some hype.
What?
Us playing fucking Baldur's Gate 3 with our stupid friend Absolute.
Said like you were playing balls deep, bro. Just say Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, that's what I said. Baldur's Gate. What did I say?
Balls deep.
Dude, this fucking guy all night long. You want to talk about just like, I'm going to be honest, okay? You want to talk about like the most impatient guy I ever know? Like, what a dunce, dude. I sat there and he takes off.
This Josh.
And and then he's like, where are you? I'm like, I bent down to tie my sandal. What are you talking about? Where the hell? Shut up. God. I mean, I like him fine. He's a good dude. But when you play games, you want to talk about a serious idiot, like a critical idiot, dude. I don't know. And the loot whore. The punk's a loot whore. You can't get, I have to ask him. Get the fuck in. Give me something. Because I get nothing. I'm walking towards a body. And he's like sprinting. Idiot, dude. Idiot.
I'm over here trying to figure out why you guys aren't inviting me to play Baldur's Gate.
What is Baldur's Gate?
I've never played Baldur's.
Baldur's
Gate? I didn't. I said Baldur.
Boulder. How do you say it?
Yeah.
B-A-U. Baldur.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
That's how stupid Absolute says it. Y'all want to play some Baldur's Gate?
No, he's
fucking guy, dude. Like I had fun playing with him, and it was cool. But god damn it, it's like playing cards with my sister's kids.
He let me die just so you can loot the body. I was like, that's crazy. But no. Anyways, that's funny. Dude.
Idiot.
So the title, dude. So tonight we're going to be talking about a lot of first times, dude. And maybe that's your first time playing with Absolute. You know,
it was.
He's like, I'm never playing with Absolute ever again.
No, you wanted to play? Laws, you can have my spot. Oh shit, is he in the chat? Oh fuck.
I don't think they want to play with me.
I take it all back.
I take it all back. You know, Josh is like makes up like 90% of our subscribers. What's wrong with you?
Is he?
You're over here bad mouthing our sponsor.
We love you, you critical idiot.
Yeah, dude.
Sponsored by Absolute Balls.
You know what's funny about Absolute, dude? He cannot grasp the concept of D&D. You know, as much GTA roleplay as he's played, and as much character immersion as he's done, he just cannot grasp the concept of D&D.
Oh.
He's like, it don't make no sense. I was like, what do you mean? It don't make no sense. You're literally just pretending.
It's roleplay.
The same thing with roleplay.
I watched you guys play though last
night. And then he plays Baldur's Gate 3. And he's like, it's confusing.
Yeah, but he plays areas. But it's not D&D.
But similar.
What do you think, Laz?
You guys play last night, and it was interesting because, like, I didn't expect it to be the way that it was, because I remember coming in at a time where, Anson, you were talking about like you were like talking in first person and role play, but then you were also like narrating yourself as well. Like you were like, is that how you do it?
Describing your actions.
Yeah. You have to describe every
So you're like, so I walk into a bar. Hey guys, how's it going? And then I sit down on a stool and I'm all sexy like,
no. And now I sit down at a stool at the bar.
Oh, okay.
Or I go sit at a table located by the fire. You let them know where in the tavern you are.
Oh, okay. So you have
so that way everybody can kind of build the world around everybody's words. You know, it's a big collaborative. It's wonderful.
You had like a lisp or something.
Oh
or
yeah.
Like a duck.
My guy is he's a failed wizard. He's not very good.
A wizard.
And that's why he's not very good. His mouth don't work.
Fat was like a dark and mysterious, like this kind of guy.
Oh no, dude! I love his character. He's fucking the most boisterous, loudmouth. I've done this and this and that, and I'm like, fuck you, dude. It's funny. I love the way he talks.
I'm Absolute in character form. That's what I am.
So who all plays with you guys?
What is it? It's me, Jacob, Mrs. Fatsy, and a buddy that Jacob knows. So it's just all of his buddies and me.
Yeah, so like a buddy from work. Yeah. But guys, if you want to go check that out, it's on YouTube. You can go watch it. Check out Critical Roast every Monday, guys. We do it for 3 hours. So, and if you're interested in playing with us, we have spots.
Yeah, we do have spots. And
how do you guys like your D&D guy?
I was just gonna say that our DM is top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, amazing.
He is. He's top notch. He dude, the music. You know, when we walked into town and it was the flies.
Yeah, you could hear. Like, he put flies like buzzing because it was like a rotting village.
It was just
so
very,
good. Very immersive.
Is he worth the $35 a month?
$35? No, $25 a week.
$20 a week.
That's what I meant. $25 a week.
$100 a month.
Each.
Yeah.
Each.
Yeah. But the crazy part about it is that's his full-time gig, he said.
Really?
Yeah. Like tonight, he's doing a Shadowrun group for a bunch of people. I think he does one on Wednesday or Thursday. Like, this is what he does. He loves it.
Do you think you could do that?
Me? No. I think Jacob could if he had a solid grasp of all of the rules, a little bit more intro into like the character or the enemies and the lore. I think Jacob would make one hell of a DM.
So it's specific. You have to follow a lore.
Well,
there's
no.
different worlds. There's different things.
What I mean is, it's like the monsters. You know what I mean? You have to know the monsters. You got to know what their trait, how they move, what you want from them. Like, I've never heard of an ogle before. You know, he has. I've heard of owlbears and
make up your own little monsters, though, can't you?
You can. But then again, when you do that, you have to assign health points. You have to assign, attacks, stuff like that, and all that stuff's already done for you if you just follow, the templates.
So there's a book called The Monster Manual, and if you open it up, each monster has a full character sheet and description, everything, just like we do.
Yeah.
Tells
So
all of its
just get
traits,
that.
all of it. Huh?
Just get that and use it as your cheat sheet.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah, but
what he does.
it's not that. It's more or less
But
like you imagine you pay this guy and he's sitting there like, okay, give me 1 second. You know,
That's true.
yeah,
that's the thing that I don't like.
and
So.
he knows where the storyline's going before we get there. And what I love about a good DM is if all like we were supposed to go to the South Field, which we did, but if all of a sudden we're just like we're going to go head north and see what happens, he has to adjust and adjust the whole storyline and figure out how he's. And I love that. And a good DM can do that on the fly, but good players also know not to stray off the path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a balance between DM and player. That's why I can't do it. I don't have I can set up a couple scenarios, but I don't have the long term. You know what I mean? Like I can't build the long story like Jake. Dude, I imagine you could build some wicked shit.
I guess my little brother has done it before, and I've tried to get him to do it as a job, and he's like, I'm not interested.
Yeah. Like I said, you gotta have passion. These guys definitely have passion for what they do. At least a few that I've met. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah,
saying it lightly.
we should hopefully, speaking of it, we should have him on the show in a couple of days. So you guys feel free to ask him.
Yeah, if not Thursday,
questions.
then soon. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think it's I think it's a good show. I think it's gonna be definitely one of those shows that blow up for us, you know. So speaking of blowing up. That was your segue.
Josh. I'm sorry.
That was your segue. That was your segue, Spicy. I said, speaking of blowing up.
Yeah, dude. You got a pager?
No,
Speaking of first, you don't have a pager? Did you ever have a pager?
90s? No, I never had a pager.
Really?
I wanted. Don't get me wrong. I wanted one, but for the wrong reasons. I wanted one because all the rappers and stuff growing up, all the cool people had one. All the businessmen had one. You know, like
the drug dealers.
It made it seem like anybody who was anybody had a pager. You know, you see the guy coming out the office, flips his suit back. The lawyer, you know, he's got a pager. He's looking down at it. And yeah, so I didn't even know how they worked for a long time.
I bet Absolute had a pager.
Probably. They used to make fun of me in school. Junior and senior year, I had a pager. But we'll get into that later. It was nothing nefarious. Anyway,
but these pagers,
I forgot. I had a pager back then. Then finally graduated up. But here's the crazy thing. How'd you like your pager just explode on you out of nowhere?
You talking about like the Samsung phones when they first came out?
No, dude. So apparently Israel blew up about 2,800 pagers, maybe more than that, but 28 or 2,900 people were injured because their pagers all randomly exploded, not randomly, but just all exploded at the same time. Because Israel hit the detonator and boom. Like they all got a message at the same time. Hezbollah.
Who's that? Like the little guy Hezbollah?
No, not Hezbollah. Hezbollah, the I don't want to call them a terrorist group. I don't want to get into labeling anybody that I don't know. But there's warring factions out there, and in Lebanon you have Hezbollah. And so apparently Israel had their phone system. And so these guys are like, you know what? We're going to get smart. We're going to go out and we're going to buy a bunch of pagers. So they went to Taiwan and they bought pagers that Israel had already loaded with explosives. And at a certain time today, everybody who had that pager got a message and they exploded.
So what if they had given the pager to their kid or, you know, like
exactly.
that begs the question, you know, like what if your kid's running around playing with your pager, you know, running around the house?
They're fucked, I guess.
It begs the question, at what point in war is enough or too much?
I mean, I would label that kind of like a war crime or something, you know, I
would almost think the same thing, right?
Yeah, because I mean, again, you're not targeting individuals, you're kind of just throwing it up in the air and saying, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, isn't that the same with strapping bombs to freaking kids?
That's true. But we're talking terrorist organizations, not a state-run army like Israel.
You're talking about you're talking about the difference between Batman and Joker. Batman says he never kills, he never will kill, except for we don't know. But anyways, his code of ethics. That's what separates him from the murderers.
Yeah, right.
So just
I have my own problems with Batman.
Like you sit there and you say, "Oh, these guys are killing, women and children. What are we gonna do? We'll blow some of their women and children up." How does that work?
Well, I mean,
how do you justify that?
Any war you drop bombs on cities, people are going to die that on schools. So
Spicy made me laugh at the very wrong moment.
I'm
sitting here laughing while he's talking serious about this.
Stop laughing about war. There's nothing funny about civilians being killed.
About war. I'm laughing about your issue with Batman.
I did think though that personally that was uncalled.
Yeah, that's a little far. That's a little too far. And then so have they taken responsibility for it? Like Israel, they said like,
yeah, they said that. Like I think they traced it. I don't know how. I didn't. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to give that fact. I don't know that for a fact. They actually said that's us. But every article I'm reading says Israel did this.
But they don't have facts on whether or not it was actually them. Is that what you're saying?
It's a day. It just happened today.
No, I think what's happening here is his fingers are getting pointed at Israel, because of the ongoing tensions.
But Israel's in a war with Hezbollah.
That's what I'm saying. Whether or not that's what
they did. They know that the pagers were bought in Taiwan from Samsung. So I'm sure they knew who got to them. I'm sure there's already proof. Otherwise, they wouldn't print it. Well, that's not true. When's the media ever been true?
Yeah, exactly, right. That's the biggest thing, dude. I think that's crazy. And I think a lot of people don't realize how impactful this stuff is until it's on your front door.
How'd you get in my studio?
What did you guys do with my studio?
We're here.
The studio cam went off.
I'm over here doing my hair, and you guys.
Did your studio cam go off?
Yeah, my studio cam went off, so we're gonna do without that. Sorry about that. Jacob threw Jacob in the.
I'm like, what's going on? I'm a little bubble down here.
No, it wasn't you. That was on my end.
She's one of the older overlays. You're all right.
No, I got this. You're making Jacob your little buddy right now.
Yeah, you look like I know, right? He looks like he's in my little prison down there.
It's the Spicy Show featuring Phat,
featuring Fatsy, and introducing
the corner. They put me in the corner.
Speaking of getting put in jail, dude, P. Diddy in jail.
They finally.
Oh, my mom told me about that.
Yeah, Sean Combs, aka Puffy, aka P. Diddy, aka Love, aka what was the other one? PD.
Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, P. Diddy.
Are you sure you didn't mean petty? You meant petty, right? Not pity. Diddy?
Diddy.
Petty?
Diddy.
Petty. Petty?
I don't know what I meant. But yeah, they got him. Dude, you want to hear the list of crimes they got this guy for?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, seriously, listen to this. Sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
That's a small list relatively to what they were trying to get him with.
Yeah, but with some serious goddamn charges, though.
No, there's some serious charges, but nonetheless. But I'm saying it was a smaller list when they originally came out and went into his house and what they were looking for. It's crazy.
Yeah. What's even worse is that they were saying that like all of his staff was like helping.
Yeah,
it said in the article, even housekeepers and shit were all privy.
Yes.
His whole staff was privy to this, and they were like part of his little enterprise.
How do you work in somebody's house, dude? You know what I'm saying? And not know what they do. No, you turned a blind eye, whether it was for money, whether it was to keep your good paying job, whatever, bribing, whatever. You turned a blind eye. You're as guilty as them.
Well, you remember on the that Cat Williams interview where he was like, "I walked in, I looked into the wrong room. I saw people doing you doing that," and it was like he didn't name who it was, but I think he was talking about.
Oh yeah, Cat Williams is notorious for like telling stuff like that through his comedy specials, dude. But a lot of people do that. A lot of people give
Do
them
you
little
think he
smart.
tells the truth? Did you watch the interview
Yeah.
with him on Rogan and the other one?
No, I didn't watch it. I did watch his latest comedy special though, and he was there's a lot of hidden subliminal messages, I guess you could say.
We actually have a breaking news
What?
here video if you guys want to watch it on P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah,
You guys
let's see
wanna
it.
Breaking news.
With the rest, he says he must not be paying his Illuminati tax.
Let's see.
All right, well, we got this. Can you guys hear that?
No.
No.
Stone Cold pleads not guilty to sex trafficking. Okay. That looks like that's LeBron James.
What's that? I choked on my vape, dude. What the hell was that?
What the heck is
Transportation to engage
that?
in
Robert De Niro?
prostitution.
Yeah, basically kidnapping
You
and
imagine
forced
if the
labor.
courtroom
Would what
had,
that
had
would be.
somebody hired that did caricatures instead of like actual like.
No.
He's saying
In the OJ trial, the hand would be like this.
hex trafficking. I don't know if I could say that out loud.
The glove would be
Yeah.
huge.
Forced
Tags.
labor, kidnapping, arson,
So basically,
bribery,
prostitution.
obstruction of justice.
He was a pimp
It was a
that
pity.
was moving women around the country or wherever he was doing it to different places and forcing them forced labor.
Right here. Yep. I mean, you guys can just read.
Yeah. Arson
Yeah.
was one of the charges. What did he burn?
What do you mean? What did he burn?
He probably tried
One
to
of
burn
the
Amber or
charges
something.
that he's being charged with is arson. What did he burn?
Yeah.
I guess he could have been trying to burn some evidence or something, you know?
Maybe the housekeeper. You didn't see nothing.
So they raided his house looking for tapes a month ago because they were worried about the tapes he has on other powerful people. Yeah, that's exactly the truth.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. We haven't even. This is going to be like the Epstein thing.
No, exactly. I mean, you got that. Okay, see, he said it himself. He said that that his whole house has when he
Freak offs.
So when he invites people to his parties at his house, he takes their cell phones away. But he himself has video cameras in his house. So you can't sit there and dismiss the fact that he does have evidence against some people.
Wow. Imagine Tom Hanks just.
Which is why you didn't hear anybody talking out. You didn't hear anybody talking out against P. Diddy, did you? In Hollywood?
No.
Nobody had anything to say. Nobody had opinions.
Didn't Justin Bieber?
Did Bieber say something?
Yeah, I thought Bieber said something. There was like a whole outing about it.
Yes.
It just said on this video too that he tried to pay $50 million for his release, like his
bail.
parole, his bail. Thank you.
Yeah.
And they were like, no.
Oh, of course not.
$50 million. Jeez. They Absolute says they raided his house looking for tapes months ago because they were worried about the tapes he has on other powerful people. If he's smart, those are somewhere else safe, but he would still get Epstein. What does that mean?
Epsteinated. You know what I mean? Unalived in a cell.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter. You know, when the FBI raided his house, they don't raid your house if you're like, you plead not guilty. Your house don't get raided by the FBI and they take out boxes of shit if you're innocent. I'm just saying.
Like,
Your Honor, you know, he didn't do it. We're wrong. We just trashed his whole place.
Like
I don't know.
But at one point, and like I said, even with the case like Justin Bieber, right? At what point do we hold the parents responsible for letting him go
Right?
with this stranger at 14, 15 years old?
Michael
Michael
Jackson thing.
Jackson. Yeah.
You know, like at what point are the parents held responsible?
A lot of people turn a blind eye to fame, to what goes on behind the fame and fortune. You get starstruck, you get, whatever. And I'm not saying
Bill
that these are the
Cosby.
choices that I would make, right, as a father, but I can see how some people would be blinded by the light and not realize that, there are some people that think that certain politicians are gods when certain people think they're, know that they're smart.
So let me ask you the question. Do you believe that those parents should be held responsible? If
Yes.
something happens to your child for your negligence, aren't you supposed to be held responsible? If you leave your child in the car, when it's hot and it's locked, aren't you held responsible? Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why are you not
They
held
arrested the
responsible
father of
everywhere else?
They arrested the
the
father of the kid that, well, that's different, right? I don't know.
The whole
You're talking about,
Nickelodeon
like,
thing. You guys remember that shit, don't you?
right. That wasn't the parents. Well, some of it was.
It
But
was
again,
because a lot of them
even
parents were like, "Hey, take my child on the set."
but
I
and
think
do
who said it?
whatever.
Who said it? Who said it? I think it was I don't remember if it was what was the girl that was on iCarly? I don't remember if it was her.
yeah.
No, not the blonde hair. I don't know if it was
any of those
her,
new-
or if I'm thinking of or if I'm thinking of
Are you talking about Amanda Bynes?
no, not Amanda Bynes. No, the iCarly.
Oh, Jeanette McCurdy.
Yes.
The
I don't know if it
blonde?
was her. I don't know if it's her I'm thinking about, or if I'm thinking about what's the singer, the chick that's a singer.
Hannah Montana.
Miranda,
No,
Raven Simone.
no.
Ariana Grande.
She was in High School Musical.
Oh,
Ask me like I've seen High School fucking musical.
I know who you're talking about.
High School musical. Get the fuck out
I
of
don't
here.
know why I can't think of her name, but
Vanessa
anyways,
Hudgens.
no.
Hudgens?
Anyways, but it
Ashley Tisdale.
no. Just stop. Just stop. She's gonna go to the whole list. No. Anyways, but they said that she was they were given the little story and everything, how her parents just kind of like let her go in this room alone with the director. You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of like, all right, be back. I'll be over here waiting for you.
Hey, look, wait, stop. I was a child actor, okay? And you go to an agency, and hold on. You go to an agency,
Sorry.
and yes, please. The agent will tell you, let's go over here. We're going to take your headshot. You know what I mean? And they bring you into a room with a photographer, and it's dark, and it's not very big usually. So my dad's like, yeah, okay. He waits in the lobby. He reads a magazine. Is that his fault? Should he be arrested if something happens to me then? Child endangerment because he didn't walk into the photo booth with me to get my picture taken at a reputable place?
So, again, we're not talking about a photo booth. We're talking about a director's room.
Okay. Well, if I got cast in a movie and the director wants to meet with me and wants to know the real me and how I am, I'm not defending. I'm saying you're a little harsh on this one because the director's like, Anson, I want you to meet me over. We're filming here in Portland. Come meet me at the Holiday Inn. I'm in room 212. It's very common for many directors to do that with many actors.
I feel like if you're a certain age.
But at what point do you continue as a parent to allow your child to keep going back?
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't told right away. So,
I mean, was it not? Maybe.
No,
we don't know.
No, nobody ran right away and reported it instantly. That was one of the things they all wanted to be in the show. And
we don't know if Justin Bieber's, went back to his parents and said, "Hey, mommy, this guy did this," and she's like, "Oh no, just."
I mean, yeah, you got like Corey Feldman and Corey Haim.
Haim. I knew Corey.
Corey Haim.
I didn't know him like
they were both getting. Can we say that? I don't even know if we can say that.
No, we can't
say that. No, we don't want to get.
They were
Anyway,
both
back to the
getting
whole
mistreated on set.
back to the whole P Diddy. Let's go back to P. Are we really surprised?
No.
Bad Boy Records? Shock, Mr. Come on now.
Like, honestly, you know what would make my jaw drop? In other news today, Snoop Dogg
Oh yeah.
was rated on all, no, I don't see that. But for some of these guys, you can kind of just get that, like Kanye, man. I just get a creepy vibe from him. Like, I don't feel like anything's right. What's this?
Absolute says, Josh says, society needs to accept that most people victimize themselves. Right now, there are women still trying to get P. Diddy into P. Diddy's house. When you have money and power, these rules are different. Poor people chase victims. Rich people can't get rid of them. I
That's
agree
true.
to an
That is
extent.
true.
I agree to an extent.
All right, so
But
look at all the
there's also-
celebrities that are accused and like have cases pending of them hitting women. Still women chasing this guy. Still women chasing this guy. Still women like, want to be with him, want to meet him, want to have rendezvous, whatever you want to call it with him.
Mhm.
Which I don't understand the whole, like, you get these women that chase, dude. Charlie Manson had people writing to him in prison wanting to fucking marry this guy. Why? I don't understand the fascination with that. Are you chasing fame? Are you just trying to be like, I did this? Is that for your own self? Or is this really your personality? Like, what is it about these guys that gets women going? I don't understand. If you look online with like prison date, like, I don't know what it's called, J date or something like that, where you can like look at people's prison profiles, dude, these guys are dating like women on these apps, and they're like tattooed all over. It's like, my name is, I did this and I ended up in prison because I stabbed 4 people, but I'm cool and I write poetry. Some woman's like, he's sensitive. He made a mistake. Like, what? No, he made 4 fucking mistakes. And the neck tattoo is another one. So the guy's 5.
Right.
I think rich people are to blame too, though.
Huh?
Go ahead, sorry.
No. Say that, Loz.
I think rich people they take advantage of their
wealth. Yeah, 100%.
wealth.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
But if you're evil, if you're a bad person in general, you're gonna do whatever. You're gonna use whatever tools you have at your disposal to do whatever it is you want to do. Whatever your motive is, whether it's hurting somebody, whether it's manipulating somebody, you don't need a weapon to hurt somebody. You don't need a weapon.
No, you don't.
You don't need a tool. You don't need mind control to be able to manipulate somebody.
No.
You just need
this
to have
whole
bad
P. Diddy
intentions.
thing reminds me of like Pizzagate. You guys familiar with Pizzagate, aren't you?
Yeah, but what do you mean? I don't need anything.
Huh?
I had those two together. Continue your thought.
I was just gonna say, I mean, you guys are aware of what Pizzagate is, right?
Yeah, but how does it?
But it was proven to be a false until that dude fucking shot up a pizza place.
I mean, wait, what do you think Pizzagate is?
The Pizzagate that's been in the news for the last 7 years. Somebody accused Hillary Clinton of running a pedophilia ring inside of a pizza joint. Some guy went in there and shot the employees.
So you don't think any of that is true? That they don't have like an island of where they go and have these parties? And
I believe that some people do, like Mr. Epstein. I don't doubt that, and P. Diddy doing whatever he does. But a pizza restaurant. P. Diddy used a mansion. Epstein had his own private island, but Hillary Clinton went for a pizza restaurant. Does
these people have all kinds of cover-ups. You have
a pizza joint in the middle of nowhere. I'm not buying it. Not one bit. I'm sorry. I don't buy into these conspiracy theories, man. I'm going to tell you.
Okay, maybe it wasn't called Pizzagate, but I still think that type of thing happens. That
was Pizzagate. That was Pizzagate. Absolutely, it was.
No, I know.
And
but I think
these things may happen, but that didn't happen.
Now, if you're going to refer to and say, do they have special terminology? They use like secret 100%. Codes, stuff like that. Yes, yes, they do. They do. Okay, like this,
They want a lady. They're like, oh yeah, let's get a pasta with a salad on the side. Make it raviolis, please.
But
God bless you,
like
Oz.
I, s-
You're amazing. So
yeah, but
speaking
like I
of
said,
first times,
but P
I
Diddy, the
want to
whole
get
thing
to
was like
that.
wrap that up, dude. To wrap that up is just more
Yeah.
like, you know, he's gonna he get what you in the end you're gonna get your just desserts. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get what you deserve, and that I hope that he does. You know,
The truth always comes out, guys.
Of course it does. So Fatsy, when was the first time you were at P Diddy's house? Speaking of first times,
Have you ever been
never
to a
been to P
PvP
Diddy's house.
concert?
No, would I ever go? No, never went to my first concert ever was actually Joji.
Joji.
what's the Joji?
What's it, Joji? Joji, aka Filthy Frank, aka Pink Guy. You know, for
Don't know
those of
any
you
of the
who
words that you
are
just said.
no,
What kind
no,
of music does he sing? Rap?
no. Yeah, why would he sing rap?
Joji. It just sounds like a rap name. My name is Joji. I like to get down with the emoji. I don't
All
know.
right.
No, he's
So
actually
what's the story with this?
Australian and in Japanese. But no,
Okay.
that's the first concert that I ever actually like purchased. I've seen people like live performers. I've seen like Little John. I've seen Yin Yang Twins. I've seen Pitbull. I've seen
Mhm.
Jingle Bling. I've seen like
You and I go
Lady
to two
Bash. All
very
them. You know.
different types of concerts, homeboy.
I've seen Little
Yeah,
John.
yeah. I've seen like seen these, but these were at car shows. You know, like back in the day, lowrider shows and stuff that I used to go to, and car
Oh,
shows I used to
shit.
go to. Growing up with my uncle. So, but I didn't pay for the
Why are
ticket.
you
I didn't
laughing?
go there to see them particular. So I can't say I bought a ticket to see them. Mine
Okay.
was
Oh,
mine was
Spicy over here.
I don't understand. Um,
was your
Oz
first
got the
concert?
giggles tonight. Mine was Billy Joel.
Billy
Well, that's
Joel.
a good concert.
Thought Billy Joel.
And
And I haven't been to too many since. I saw Guar. Guar was fun,
That would have been
guys.
amazing.
It was really cool. I didn't get to get
That's on
close,
my
like where you
bucket
get like
list.
sprayed with all the cool shit.
Yeah.
But I was kind of in the back, but it was still an amazing show.
Mm.
And then 2014, I think I told that on one of the other episodes. I went to that Rock in Rio show where I saw Metallica and No Doubt.
I seen REO Speedwagon.
Did you? Did you keep on loving
Amazing.
them? Was it the only thing you wanted to do?
That's it, dude. That's it. And it was a great show. Like, well, I took
I
my
believe
dad, right? I took my dad, because he's always wanted to go to concerts like that. He said he used to go to them when he was younger. But as he got older, obviously work and stuff. But I took him to go see, and he was like, "Oh man, they're old now." He kept ragging on me, like, "They're old. They're gonna be up there playing slow. These old men, these old guys rocked the house, dude. When I say they rocked it, they rocked the house, dude. They brought it down."
I forgot one, but I wasn't an attendee. I worked security. I was standing in front of the stage facing away. Reba.
McIntyre?
Yeah, I gotta do a Reba concert. She's like, she tells jokes and shit. She's funny.
I
Like,
once did
it was
security.
cool to listen to.
I
Did
once
you?
did security for the Rolling Stones.
Oh shit!
What?
So did the Hell's Angels. I heard a bunch of people got stabbed. How many people did you stab?
Only 5.
Okay.
No, we worked it was in Wichita, Kansas, and Wichita WSU has it's a college. It was the Shockers, and they're one of those football teams that actually stopped. Hold on, let me reverse. They're one of those colleges that actually stopped having a football team because their football team crashed in a plane crash. So they were like,
Who?
we're not going to have WSU, Wichita State
crazy.
University. Yeah. So anyways, their football stadium is now used for like track meets and things like that, and concerts, big concerts that can't go in other places that need a bigger stadium to go to. So Rolling Stones was one of those concerts, and I just happened to be working security for this company, and they hired us to work like security, but I didn't get to work like the concert. Well, I worked the concert, but like it was more of the VIP section. So there's the football stadium over here, and then there's the basketball stadium over here, where the VIP area was, where Rolling Stones hung out prior to the show and after the show. And that
Green
was kind
room?
of like our domain. Yeah. So we basically, throughout the whole entire show, except for 30 minutes where we were on the side of the stage watching the Rolling Stones,
Were they
was
shoveling girls into those rooms after the show?
I
That's
just
a long.
remember velvet couches and a big old tent in the middle of this basketball arena, and we
Oh,
just sat in there the whole time.
hell
That's a
yeah,
long,
velvet
that was
couches.
Yeah.
that was a long way to say I did security for Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
You have
kidding.
to
I
tell
was
the
like, I
whole
agree, but
story
she's
because
funny.
it's like, yeah.
We're gonna get Laws to be a D&D
My
game master. She's describing every
No, we
detail.
need her to be an NPC.
yeah.
That's
My
what she'd
first
be, the perfect
concert
NPC.
was Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top,
Ooh,
and then Garth Brooks. That was my first
gotta
concert.
love
My
some
first,
Garth. Gotta love
yeah.
some Garth Brooks. I'm with you.
All right.
My
I've
I
first
got one
heavy
for you,
metal
Jacob.
was Slipknot.
You know what I have wanted to see? I wanted to see a laser show, like a rock laser show.
That would be cool.
Oh, dude, we used to go to
I
Pink
wanted to
Floyd on
see-
mushrooms in Portland.
Mhm.
I've never had my. You've done mushrooms?
I got some. I told you on the other show. I got some mushrooms
Oh, you
coming here in the
did.
next couple days.
You did.
Yeah,
What was
but I
that? What
take
was that
them in
like
these.
for you?
Oh man, so I'll tell you. You buy these.
What was the
little
first time? What
right?
was your first time like?
What on the show at going to the show on mushrooms?
Just on shrooms in general.
It's my first time. Yeah. Okay.
Trip out?
I remember. No. Yeah, a little bit. It's a short story, but I'll tell you how it kind of panned out. I lived in this apartment building. I didn't take them till I was like in my early 20s. I didn't even play the bongos until I was like 22. Like I didn't do all that shit in high school as a kid. I was a good kid.
Yeah, same.
But so I lived across from these kids, and they were selling these little chocolate mushrooms for $10 a piece. What it is, it's a little chocolate candy with an ounce, or I'm sorry, a gram of mushrooms inside, right? So I took one. I'm chilling in their apartment. They have this really cool poster that's got like all these little micro drawings on them. Have you seen these like little things hiding everywhere, and there's always something to find?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of tripping. I'm not tripping, but I can feel it, right? It's coming on. And there's about 10 people in the apartment. And I'm like kind of like looking at this thing, and nothing's moving. It's not like it's tripping me out, but I was like, this is a really cool poster, right? This kid comes over. Hey, man, hey Spicy, are you seeing things? Is the thing moving? Is everything like different for you? I'm like, dude, stop. Nothing is different aside from the fact that you're annoying the out of me. Go away. And he wouldn't leave me alone. And oh my God, he's doing stuff. And look at him over there on the couch. I bet he can see it. Like this fucking kid. Well, I lived across the hall. So I just got up, walked across to my apartment, closed the door, turned on some techno. Actually, I'll tell you, it was the Swordfish soundtrack, the movie Swordfish. Had some KMFDM on there and a bunch of other stuff. So I just turned that on, turned off every light in my apartment, closed my eyes, and I will tell you what I saw. And it's very specific. I saw myself like going through space, like not like where the stars are all shooting at you, but slowly just kind of like going through a void with white points of light coming at you and clouds. So it felt like I was in outer space. And then I saw a wire mesh dragon going around a mountain. Like it looked like it was made out of wire mesh, but the mountain, it looked like computer renderings, like everything's all wiry before they put the texture. Yeah. It was a mountain and a cool dragon going around it. And then I sobered up as fast as that was about a 2-hour trip, maybe 3. I sobered up as fast as I got. Instantly, just straight.
That's great.
So yeah.
So how was the light show on that?
Huh? Oh, so the light show was actually annoying.
Oh man.
We took them, and I took 2 this time. And I thought, let's really get into it. And my buddy only took he took like a nibble. He just wanted to, whatever. So he was driving, so he couldn't be taking it. But me and his brother took a bunch. And we're watching the show, and like 20 minutes in, dude, I'm just like, I want to be here. I want to go out and walk. I want to go do something. I want to be out of the fucking way. You know what I mean? I don't want to be stuck like this.
Yeah.
Listen to money, it's a gas. It's like, shut up. I know it is, motherfucker.
These are shrooms?
Yeah.
It's funny.
So I'll tell you my ritual now is I just wait until everything's quiet, and then I don't drink anything. No, I mean, I drink water and shit, but no alcohol that day. You don't want that in your system. I need to make sure that every light is off. I can't, even if it's like the little green light on the PS4, got to be off. Or PS5, got to be off. I don't care.
So you're pitch black.
And yeah. And then I put my iPhone on my chest upside down so you can't see the light and anything. And I put on this like really cool, it's like nature piano music. It's almost like mystical. and sometimes I'll change the mood and I will play some techno, depending on how I want. And I've only had 3 bad trips, but I've always thought to myself after the first bad trip, I thought that's okay, because you don't ever get the trip that you want. You get the trip that you. And so that's why I only do it twice a year, bro. Just to kind of get my mind right, see what nature's got in store, unlock what's in my brain somewhere, and that's cool.
You don't ever go looking for your trip either. It'll find you.
Oh, dude, that's why I listen to the music. I focus on the music until I start seeing shit in my head. And then once I start seeing the visuals in my eyeballs, it takes me into these cool adventures in my mind.
It's like
I've seen like the flowers coming out of nowhere when your eyes are closed, all different colors, and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
I can say that I honestly I'm afraid to do that.
You know Why? What I'm saying? Are you afraid of what you'll see?
I have an overactive imagination already as it is.
I think you would have a worse trip. There's a possibility of you having a worse trip on acid than there is mushrooms.
Oh God, I've never taken it. I will never take it. I'm just not gonna.
I've taken it.
I don't trust it.
At
that's
a
the thing. I don't want
festival once.
Is that your first time?
Yeah.
How was it?
I had just gotten back from China. And my friend, I literally had just pulled into town, and my friend calls me up and she's like, "Hey, you want to go to a blues concert or a blues festival?" And I was like, "I've never been to a blues festival. That sounds fun." So we all went out in the middle of the country, in the middle of Kansas of all places, in the middle of a wheat field.
Kansas City?
No, like
I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Wheatfield, Kansas.
Yeah. It's a blues festival. I'm assuming it's in a field.
There were some trees.
Go figure.
But I literally pulled up and I was still in my clothes that I had gotten off in the airplane with. Like I was still in those clothes. And I was like, let me get into my, hippie clothes. So I changed real quick. And then she popped a tab in my mouth and I was like, okay, when's this supposed to hit? And she's like, well, you're not supposed to go. Don't search for it. It'll find you. So probably 40 minutes. I don't even know how long. I can't even tell you. I wouldn't even say 40, 30 an hour. I don't even remember. But I just remember it being the time of my life. And I remember listening to this blues concert and going, they're playing the music to my life. And I
will tell you that.
And I was
music is
it was the best thing ever. They had little bonfires and people were bringing their banjos and their guitars and their big old bass guitar. It was just amazing. It was a good time. And it was
what do you say, Jacob? The next time we meet up, first first times, you do mushrooms with me. And we'll do an episode.
Crazy. This guy's crazy.
You want to do it, dude.
It's
like I said, I do. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't want to experience that again. Like I said, it's just a very cautious thing with me because I know how my brain works. I know how I am. Even when I smoke, medicinally, whatever you want to call it, I know how my brain. I can only do so much because I will go my brain hyper focuses on things. Okay, for instance, last time I ate an edible, right? I was gonna just relax, and I was gonna watch. I was like, you know what? I'll watch Back to the Future. I was gonna watch Back to the Future. I've watched it, but I only remember little pieces of it. So I want to just kind of refresh my mind of the movies. I was just gonna go ahead and just how you say what's the word? Binge all the Back to the Futures. So I started it, and as soon as I started, I'm not even watching the screen. I'm listening to the background. I'm listening to the reporter on the TV talk about the scientist, talk about how he's a thief, how he's stolen this stuff, and I'm like, and in my mind's like, why do so many people praise this guy? He's literally an outlaw. He's literally gonna. This kid is hanging out with a bad person, like a terrorist.
He stole plutonium from the Libyans.
Yeah. And I'm like, this kid's hanging out with a terrorist, and everybody's like, oh, it's cool. It's cool. I was like, no, it's not cool. And then I'm like, oh man, is this the premise for Rick and Morty?
Yes, it absolutely was.
So and then I'm listening, and then I start focusing on all the special effects that were just horrible. Like when he gets blown back off the thing, you just see like a rag doll, and I'm looking at the rag doll. I was like, it looks so corny. And I'm like looking for the wires and stuff, and that's what I'm talking about. That's how my brain is. I hyper focus on the wrong things, and I can't enjoy everything else. So what I did do, like I said, I switched to Cat Williams. And again, that's where I started hearing all the other little subliminal messages and all the little there's slide comments, you know what I'm saying? There's slide comments that actually mean something else, but you won't pick up on it, unless you're actually listening for it.
Or unless you ate an edible.
Yeah. So at that point, I finished watching that, and I was like, you know what? I can't watch anymore. I went to my room, and I was like, I need to find something nice, something good to just help me relax. And I put on that movie. What was it called? I think it's called Internship. Let me see. The Internship. I think it's the Internship with it's the Internship. It's got Vince Vaughn in it and Owen Wilson. And they basically get jobs
no wonder I've
at
never
Google.
seen it.
They get jobs at Google, but I kid you not, it was a beautiful movie. Beautiful movie, and it's not just edible talk. It was a really happy, good movie. If you guys want something good to fun and like nice to watch and fun, I recommend to watch that. Yeah, there you go.
I think that mushrooms are more of let's think about things. And I think it affects everybody a little bit differently. Like for me personally, if I have taken mushrooms, if somebody enters the room that has not been there from the get-go, they're entering like my space negatively. Like they're not meant to be there. And it affects me.
You imagine that? Some old lady.
It sounds like you when you're not on mushrooms, though.
Somebody's grandma gets rocked by laws, you know what I'm saying? Just, hey guys, you want some cookies? Yeah, get out of here.
You weren't here when we started.
No,
Grandma.
I remember this one time. My first time ever taking shrooms, I watched Linkin Park live, and that was like the best time ever. It was like the best time ever. They were
bawling
like
your eyes out?
They were glowing green on
crying?
stage. No, but it was amazing. I drank mushroom tea that night, but
I have a whole other story about mushroom fucking tea that we're not going to talk about tonight. But I have to ask one more question before we run out of time, Jacob. This is a good one. Think hard. I don't mean playground. I don't mean whatever. Little Susie on the corner. You remember your first kiss?
Yeah.
Your first good, real, not pack nut. I mean, your first kiss.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do remember. I know where I was at. I know the place. You want me to go into detail?
Talk to me, baby.
Golly. High school. My high school girlfriend. And I had spent the day with her at her house, and we were just chilling, like introducing to the family and stuff like that, meeting her folks. And went to leave. The sun had already went down, but it was still a little bit light, in the sky, but it was sick. I can remember that. It's just about the time where the crickets and everything start chirping, and I'm gonna say bye, I'm gonna leave, and I think it's kind of like that awkward pause, where you look at her and they look at you. And you're just kind of like, do I go for it? Like, what am I doing here? And I just went for it, And then as I went for it, she went for it. So it was like a mutual agreement thing, because you don't want to be the first, the sucker that goes in and you're just like, whoa, what are you doing?
Really?
So like, you kind of like lean in and try to see if they nudge
that shit. I made it. Well, yeah, okay.
It's called consent. It's fine.
Shut up, man. Well, I'll tell you mine later. But yeah, go ahead. Keep going, man. I want to hear this.
No, but anyways, I was young, and this was my first real girlfriend. Outside of just like, I like you, you like me. Here's cute notes, and let's hold hands. So we ended up kissing, and in that moment, I swear, like I saw like an angle view of myself looking down at us, and it was just spinning.
You had an out of body experience over the kiss.
It was
crazy. What?
That's crazy.
Really?
So yeah. So
No shit.
Where is she now?
Huh?
Where is she now?
I
It's like
think
she's in my kitchen washing dishes, bitch.
no, I think she's. I think my high school girlfriend lives in Oregon, and she's married. I think, or with her boyfriend. I'm not entirely sure.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Mine was it was a birthday party. It was in 8th grade, and this girl and I I went to a Catholic school, and what we do is on Friday nights, one school would go to another school so that we could all mingle between schools, and you know what I mean. But it was always within another Catholic school, and have dances, and the nuns were pretty tight there. You know what I mean? They didn't allow any kind of hanky
No,
panky.
it wasn't a nun, was it?
Can I tell the story?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why are you giving away the punchline before I even get there, dude? No, never mind. Laws, what was it? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
But yeah, if you were dancing too close, they'd come and like move you apart a little bit.
So that happens in real life. That's not just the movies, yeah?
No, it's not just the movies. They really want you to make room for Jesus. So, this girl, I'll tell you her first name, Sarah. She and I had every dance, we were just together dancing, and we never even really saw each other outside of those dances, maybe once or twice. But she invited me to her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a bunch of kids from my school, a bunch of kids from her school. All my friends, all her friends. My friends and her friends we all knew each other from these dances. And we all had our own, like Dan was going with this girl, and Doug was going with this girl, and Anson was with Sarah. And you know what I mean? We all had our pairs. And I remember, and you talking about memory lane. I was cute back then, dude. Of course she loved me. We were dancing in the garage, and
What a song.
It was nighttime. Hold on, I'm getting there. It was nighttime, and the garage door was open. And we were all getting kind of cold, and the music was like, we turned the dance party down into kind of like slower dancing. Closed the garage door, lights, somebody flipped that light switch off. Everly Brothers, Unchained Melody. Oh, my love. Dude, we were dancing there. You couldn't fit a piece of paper between us. And I just said, fuck it. My heart was pounding like a fucking jackrabbit's foot, dude. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm doing it. If nobody's doing it, I'm fucking doing it. And I just went. And guess what? She kissed me back, dude.
Aww.
She kissed me back. And for about 3/4 of that song, we touched tongues a couple times, dude. And it was just,
oh my God.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that.
And then out of nowhere, the garage door that leads into the house opens up, and that crack of light just comes shining in like a cop's light, flashlight.
Oh,
and it was her mom, and she flipped the light off. And we, to my credit, when the light came on, everybody saw us stop and come back. I was a fucking stud, dude. You want to know where she is?
Get trouble?
Where is she?
No, we didn't get trouble. But the mother was like, these lights stay on.
She's in prison now?
She travels the world doing, she has a home in Hawaii. She's still single. We talk to each other a lot. We're still friends. But yeah, she's just travels the world doing this health advisory stuff. She was in Philippines and Germany and China and Taiwan and all these places. But she got this nice little apartment in Hawaii, and she's just loving her life, dude. Her and traveling all over the fucking globe, dude.
Good for her.
Anyway, good kid, but that was my first kiss.
That's a great dude.
Oh shit, Mama has to remind us to hydrate, dude. We haven't hydrated.
My first kiss was really sweet, actually.
Mine wasn't sweet. Mine was as innocent as it gets. Every time I hear that song. Anyway, go ahead.
Now I remember me and so like I had boyfriends before this, but like we just kind of like pecked on the lips, and that was it, you know. Or I remember this guy. He asked me. We went on this like little date, quote unquote date.
What grade, roughly?
It was like 8th grade,
Okay.
right? And I remember he brought me back home. He walked me home, and we were on my front porch, and it was that whole movie moment. He's like, "Can I kiss you?" And then I was like, "Yeah." He like asked me if he could kiss me, and then
You got to talk about that. I'm going to write that down because we can't end the show without talking
there you
about
go.
that.
There's the picture of me and my high school girlfriend. There, dude.
Aw.
Yeah, put it up. Put it up.
Yeah, he asked me if he could kiss me, and then we kissed
Oh,
him,
well,
and
she's
then
cute.
my
Look at
dad
you.
did the whole turn the lights off, turn the lights on kind of moment.
That was a military ball.
Aw,
Dude, right
that's
on.
cute. Can't believe you still have
Oh.
that. How old are you? Jeez.
I've been
Awesome.
on Facebook
Yeah.
for a long time.
I have a question for you, and then I'm going to have a question for Jake. How do you feel if a man asks you on a date, "Can I kiss you?"
I feel all right. You know, at least he
Is
asked.
it? I don't want to. I'm not talking to you right now. Quiet. I'm talking to her. If a man goes, "Can I
Is
kiss
it cheesy?
you?" How do
Is
you
it
feel?
corny?
I'm just asking. Sure, don't.
I know. I'm specifying.
Your Honor,
You
he's
know,
leading the witness.
Normally, I like a guy who can take control, like who just kind of like leans in and does it.
I'm saying,
But
my girl.
I think that if someone were to say, "Can I kiss you?" I think I would find it sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you, Jake? Have you ever? Then the question goes, which way's the? I don't know which way the camera is going anymore.
Have I ever asked to
Have
kiss
you?
somebody? No.
Have you ever asked a girl if you could kiss her? Can I kiss you?
No.
Do you wait for them to make the first move?
No.
You
But
just
I have
take the bull by the horns.
I'm one of those people that like to make sure I got it in the bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't take any I don't take any caution, I take a lot of caution. I don't take any guess and estimates when it comes to something like that. I like to make sure it's either going to be in text form, we already talked about it or already hinted about it, and you gave me the green light, or like I said, you go forward and you kind of see where they're at. But like I said, I've been turned down as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't read all the scenarios fine. It's been some
shit, you've gone in for the kiss and been like, "No, thank you."
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, thank you. It's just like, it's kind of like,
really?
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But if you can't take rejection, dude, then you're not meant to be out there.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get mad about that, you don't deserve to be out there.
Have you ever turned away from a girl? Like she went to kiss you and you were like,
Once.
Yeah. I said I was dating a girl and her friend tried to kiss me. And
same story.
What are you doing?
Yep.
It's not how we play ball.
Dating girl Natasha and her sister Patty came in for a kiss one day, and I was like, no.
There was a drunk girl at a bar who threw up, and same thing. I was like, no.
I know. Don't you hate that when they get all lovey, especially after they puke? They get all lovey.
Yeah, I'm
we
like,
do
no.
Not all of us.
That's when you take them and you're like, like this is her head. You just kind of push your finger on her head. You're like, no. They're like, come on. I'm like, no.
We do that too, but a little bit lower. No.
Right in the Adam's apple. No.
No thanks.
Goodness gracious. No, dude. But
That's
before we go, I want to ask
no.
one more question. Since you asked a question, I want to ask a question.
Yeah, go for it, man.
You remember your first heartbreak?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. The same girl, Natasha. I was a sophomore in high school, and it was the first time that I went to a public high school. They closed my high school, and all of the students had to apply to get into a new, or all parents had to have their kids reapply to a new private school. So a new private Christian school. So in the meantime, while I was waiting for the applications to go through, I had to go to this private high school. And me and this girl just love at first sight. She was, her family was from Ethiopia. And she was like the most beautiful color skin I've ever seen, dude. And she was just, the eyes on her would melt your heart in a minute. And when she flashed me those peepers and just kind of gave me the black, bat the eyelashes, dude, I fell into a puddle and I was hers. And so we were, my parents weren't really keen on me dating anybody, and neither were hers. So we just kind of hang out at school and kiss and, just do whatever you do when you're a sophomore in high school, right? One day we're in the parking lot and I'm getting my smoochies on, and her fucking dad pulls up. Natasha, get in the car now. Get in the car. And we were never allowed to see each other. Which her friend Patty, the one that tried to kiss me, that was earlier that she tried to kiss me, gave me that information in a note. So I could never even talk to her in school again. Otherwise, her dad threatened to pull her out of the school forever and go back to BP or send her back to BP. I'm like, okay, I guess that's the end of that. And every time I'd see her in school, you could tell she was looking at me, but she never looked at me, and it broke me. That was my very first heartbreak.
That's sad.
Well, just remember,
I wasn't good enough for his girl.
and there's people here that
We
love
love
you. Okay,
you.
Thank
we
you.
love you. We would never break your heart like that tramp. No, I'm just kidding, dude. My bad.
Oh.
Easy there, laddie.
I'm joking. I'm just messing with you guys. But that's about all the time we have, guys. Again, join us this Thursday again if you're here and you like it and you. What? We're not gonna talk
I'm
about
like, how are you gonna end that on not talking about your heartbreak?
But like I said, guys, if you enjoy the content and you hate those pesky ads, man, make sure you subscribe. Get rid of those ads and help us stay afloat even longer.
Hey, Laws.
Yeah.
This is coming down from up high.
Jesus.
You're not allowed to play the outro until he tells us his first heartbreak.
Yeah, I got it.
But again, shout out
Nope.
for that gifted sub, you random beautiful person. You ever did that? Thank you very much for that anonymous Twitch sub.
Oh,
we love you.
Yes, God. Okay. Yes. Okay. I understand.
What's going on? The first time I broke my heart. I broke my own heart, or somebody broke my heart.
First time somebody broke your heart.
So the first time somebody broke my heart is when they ate my leftover Chinese food, dude. You go to the
Dude, come on. No. Don't do that.
All day.
No, you're gonna have to eat some spicy noodles again if you don't
Ooh.
tell the truth.
My heart can't take that. Dude. I'm trying to
You got more? You got 4 packs?
Okay. Real quick, I'll do it fast. All right. Same girl. This was when MySpace had just come around. Social media, the ages of technology, social media. And it opened up the doors to different people. And I was unaware of how jealousy worked. I was still young. And I think a lot of it had to do with me being jealous and not knowing, how to understand myself with those feelings.
Okay.
So basically, a lot of arguing and stuff afterwards, it just kind of led to that, like who's on your top 5, stuff like that, little small high school drama. So MySpace had a top 5. Your 5 friends, and obviously if you're dating somebody, you would expect to be on their top 5, right?
Yeah.
Like being on somebody's speed dial.
So yeah, and like I said, there was other things, like slick comments from other people, be like, oh, I'm like, who's this dude? But again, like I said, it chalk it up to being jealous and not being able to handle that as a child and not being aware of those emotions that overall led to us splitting.
I mean, at least your first love, like mine, didn't leave you for your best friend.
Well, that will happen. But I gotta know, hold on. Do you handle it better now? The jealousy thing? Have you matured and grown from?
That's a good question.
Don't get me wrong. Like I still get jealous. But there are things that you talk to yourself about before you speak. You do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rule, and then you answer. You do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rule, and then you hold your tongue. Because there's things that don't.
Can we get the opinion from your significant other?
That's all the time we got, guys. Again, we appreciate it. If you guys like, share, follow, and subscribe, guys. If you know anybody that would enjoy the show, please share it to them, guys. We're trying to get our subscribers on YouTube up so that we can get monetized. We're trying to.
I gotta tell.
What?
If you're getting too many ads on your thing, guys, listen. The ads support us. We have to have them up there just for now. We're trying to draw in just a little bit of income to help us get a couple more shows off the ground and bring some of these other shows to life. But if you don't want to see the ads, you don't get ads if you buy a subscription. If you have Prime, dude, we would appreciate you guys if you maybe think about spending that free Prime subscription on us. It means the world.
Every ad you watch, though, helps too.
That's true. And thank you for guys getting through those.
So if you can't afford a subscription, at least watch the ads. Watch the ads. Yeah. Don't mute us.
But guys, as always, I'm Phat.
Spicy.
This has been the Phat and Spicy Show. Yeah, dude.
Why were you so scared to tell that story? I thought it was.
I'm not scared, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared. It's just like I said. There's nothing to it. Like it's just one of those things about me admitting my faults. I don't like people to know I'm not perfect, dude. That's crazy.
You're not perfect. You're the most imperfect. Dude,
cancel this guy. Cancel this guy.